Hi guys, my name is Azaz Ali Shah and my today's tutorial is about radio buttons. Today we are going to learn radio button, but first of all I want to tell you that what is a radio button. Radio button is a component which is used to select only one option among many options. Uh, for example, we are filling an online form where we have an option like please choose your gender. So from there we can choose only one option at a time, like male or female. We can't select both of them at the same time. So in this tutorial I will explain about how can we use radio buttons in our Android Studio. So for this I opened my project already and I gave it a name, radio buttons tutorial. So first of all I'm going to create the design. And so guys, let's come to the design part. And then when we will complete our design, then I will write the Java coding and I will show you that how our application is working. So first of all, change the layout. I'm changing it into linear layout. And as I told you in the very first tutorial, that if we are using a linear layout, we have to write the orientation. And for this tutorial I'm giving the orientation vertical. So this is my text view which come by default. So I just change its name, so I can give it a name like gender text, and I can give it a name choose gender text. So after this is my message and it's written here text view. So I can change it into please choose your gender, and I can convert it into string. So just click alt enter and then I can give it a name gender. I can give it a name gender string. Okay, and I can give it some margin. So margin I can give it 7 dp. So in this application I'm telling you that we will have just two radio buttons, but the idea is same. You can work with as many radio buttons you have. And in this tutorial I will create one radio button for male and the other one is for female. So and in order to use the radio buttons we have to use the radio group. uh, Radio group is restricted us that we can select only one option at a time. If we didn't use radio button, if we didn't use radio group, we can't restrict our user to select only one option at a time. So first we will create our radio group, and I can give a width to mage parent, and I can give a height to rep underscore content, and id I'm giving it like radio group. So the id is I'm giving it radio group, and after this I can give it some margin. Okay, I don't need margin for this. I just close it here, and you see that here I started my radio group, and here my radio group is finishing. So my radio buttons should be inside the radio group. So if my radio buttons are outside of the radio group, like here, my application will not work properly for radio buttons. So inside here radio group, I need two radio buttons. One I can create for male, and the other one I can create for female. So I set width and height, and here I can give a text as male, and I can give it an ID. Okay, I can give it an ID, male radio button, and I can give it some margin. Basically you can give any margin, but mostly in my applications I give 5 or 7, it's okay. And my radio button for male is done, so I can copy it and I can paste it into here. And if you see that, it's showing me a warning here because I didn't convert it into string. So I'm going to convert it into string. Okay, it's done. And here it's giving me a warning because both of them have the same ID. So for female I can give it ID like female radio button. So here I write female and I can convert it into string. So I can give it a name female string. So my radio buttons are done, and my radio buttons are inside the radio group. So after this radio button I need two buttons. One is for submit and the other one is for reset. So first I created a button for submit with his made parent, its rep content. I can give it a text submit, and I can convert it into string. So I can give it a name submit button string, and the ID I can give it submit button. You can give any ID, but it will be better if we give a reasonable ID. So I can give it a name submit button, and after this I can give some margin. So margin I can give 7 dp and just close it here, and I can copy it and paste it for the reset button. So if I copy it and paste it here, and it's showing me an error here because I didn't put the app plus id slash. So after this for reset button I can give a name for a reset button, and here I can give a string and I can write reset and I can convert it into string. So if you click alt enter, and then you can convert it into string. So guys, you can see that my design is done right now. I have two radio buttons, one text view, and two buttons. Basically what our application will do, when user will click on mail and he or she will click on the submit button, it will show me a toast message here that you selected male. If they clicked on the female, it will show me a message that you clicked on female. And if they clicked on reset, both of the radio buttons will be clear. So my design is done. So now we are going to write the coding for Java, and when our coding for Java is done, we will see that how our application is working. So guys, here we can write coding for Java, and first I'm going to create a radio group. So I selected radio group and I can give it a name radio group. After this I have two radio buttons, so I can create a radio button and I can give them name. The first one I can give a name male radio button, and the second one I can give it a name female radio button. So after this I have two buttons, uh, submit and reset. So after this I will create two buttons. One is submit, so I can give it a name submit button, and the other one is reset, so I can give it a name reset button. So guys, my components are created. Now I'm going to connect them with my XML file. So first I'm going to connect radio group. So I'm going to write find view by id r.id dot, and here I will write a name which I gave in the XML file. After this I'm going to write for male radio button, and I will write find view by id r.id dot male radio button, and after this I can write for female radio button, so I can write find view by id r.id dot female radio button. So after this I have two buttons, one is submit and the other one is reset, and the one I have connected, they are turned into purple, and the one I didn't use yet, they are gray right now. So by this you can have idea that which one you have used and which one you haven't connected yet. So now I'm going to connect submit, so I can write submit button find view by id r.id dot submit button. So it's turned into purple. So after this the other one is reset, so I can connect it also. You can write reset button equal to find view by id r.id dot reset button, and it will also convert into purple. So now I connected my all the components. So now I'm going to write the coding for submit button, and after this I will write the coding for reset button. So first I will write the coding for submit button dot set on click listener new on click listener, and it will write it for me. So inside here I will write the coding that when I press on male it will show me that you selected a male, and if I clicked on female it will show me a message that you clicked on female. So for this I'm creating an integer gender, and I will write radio group dot I will write get check radio button id. Actually it will check that which radio button is I selected. It will check which radio button is selected. So here I wrote a comment, and after this I can create a string here, a empty string which I will use in my coding. So I can give it a name like output. Okay, I can give it a name output. So I created an empty string here. But guys, first of all, I wrote the coding. I want to do the validation first. It means that if I didn't click any button and I click on submit, it will show me that you didn't select your gender. So first of all, I'm going to write a validation for it, and then after this I will write the coding that if I click on male, it will show me that you selected on male, and if I clicked on male, it will show me that you selected on female. So I can give some space here, and here I am creating a variable boolean, and I can give it a name control equal true. So inside here I can write that if, so I can write that if, and I can write radio group dot get checked radio button id, get checked radio button id equal to -1. It means that if I then click any radio button and I clicked on submit, it will show me a toast message that you didn't uh, choose your gender. So for this I can write a toast message, toast dot make text, and inside here I have three parameters. One is my class, in which class I am working, main activity. So I will write here main activity dot this, and after this I will write a message that which message I want to show. So I will write that please select your gender, please select your gender first. Okay, and after this I will write that for how much duration it will show. For toast message we have two duration, so I can write that toast dot length underscore short and length underscore long. We have two duration for toast message, so I can write here length underscore long dot show. So let me move it back so you people can watch it easily. So I can just move it to here so you guys can watch it easily. So after this I can write inside here, sorry, I have created it already, so I don't need to create it again. So I can copy it here and I can write control equal false. So if this condition is true, means that if I didn't select any radio button, it will show me a message that please first select your gender. But what will happen if this condition is not true? Then I will write a else condition that if this condition is not true, then move to the next one. So I will write else, and here I can close it. My all these statements will be inside the else part. So after this I will check that if my male button is selected or my female button is selected. So I will write the if condition, and I will write that male button dot, I will write that mail button dot get id. Uh, Sorry, I will write here gender equal to mail button dot get id. So here I am copy pasted here gender equal to mail radio button dot get id. It will check that either I selected on mail button or not. So if I selected on mail button, I will choose my string which I created at outside, and I will initialize it at mail. So what happen if I then uh, click on my mail radio button? Then I will write the else condition, and I will write inside gender equal to female radio button dot get id. Female radio button dot get id. That if I click on female radio button, that what will happen then I will set the output equal to female. Then I will set the output equal to female. So until here is done. Now after else, here my if started, here my else started. So after that, here I will write my toast message that which one I selected. If I selected on male, it will show me that you selected on male. If I selected on female, it will show me that you selected on female. So for toast message, first parameter is my activity, that which activity I am using. So I am using right now in my activity. So I will write as, sorry, not my activity, main activity. So I will write her main activity dot this. So after this I will write a message that I can write a message that you selected, and after the message I will write that what selected output. I will write my string output. So basically it will show me you selected and output is if I selected on male, it will show me male. If I clicked on female, it will show me female. So after this I have to write the duration, how my duration I want to show it. So I will write length underscore long dot show. So until here my program is done. If I clicked on male, it will show me male. If I clicked on female, it will show me on female. So my submit button is done. So after this I will create coding for my reset button. So my submit button is started from here and it's finishing here. So after this I will write the coding for reset button and dot set on click listener new on click listener. So inside here I will write that if I click on reset button, it will clear all the fields like how I want. Wait until my preview is loading. Wait. So if anyone is selected and if I click on reset, it will clear both of them. So for this purpose I will write here radio group dot clear check. So it will clear both of them. So now I'm going to run my application and then I will show you that how it works. So it will take some time, so I'm passing my video, and when it will be running, then I will show you that how it is. So guys, my application is ready right now. So let's try how it's working. First of all, if I then select any option and I click on submit, it will show me that please select your gender first. So now if I select on male and I click on submit, it is showing me that you selected male. So after this, if I click on female, it will show me a message that you selected female. So guys, our application is working well. And now one more thing is left. If we click on reset, what will happen? So just try it. Yes, when I clicked on reset, both of the fields are clear. For example, I clicked here and I clicked on reset, both of the fields now clear. So guys, that's it for now. I hope you guys liked it. That was an other basic tutorials about radio, radio buttons. In the next tutorial we will work with spinner, and when you guys will have idea about spinner, we will combine our applications like text views, edit text, checkboxes, radio buttons, spinner, image views. We will combine all of the components, and we will create one application which will hold, which is holding the all the components. And then you guys will visualize it, that how we can use multiple components like text views, image views, edit text into our application, and how they are all working in the Android Studio. So guys, that's it for now. In next tutorial I will explain about spinner, so stay tuned with me. So take care of you, and bye bye for now.